Parang ako feeling ko retired na ako sa sports eh. So totoo lang, no? Natutunan ko yung pickleball. Parang ang feeling ko, pwede uli ako makipagsabayan sa mga bata. So sa senior, ang feeling ko, I'm done with playing sports. But pickleball, feeling ko talaga pickleball, binigyan niya ako ng second chance.
Welcome to One Story. Today, we're here with the pioneer of pickleball here in Pangasinan. Walang iba, Bro Costi. Welcome po to the show. Bago nyo nakilala yung pickleball, sino po kayo?
I'm a tennis player. Bago ako na involved sa pickleball, actually, nung binisita ko yung anak ko sa Arizona, dala ko yung tennis gear ko. Pagpunta ko doon, na-surprise na lang ako because they are not playing tennis, they are playing another sport. Para sa akin, sobrang strange. Kasi first time kong nakita yung pickleball court. And to be honest with you, hindi ko nagustuhan. Umuwi ako na turn off ako. Ganon. That's my first impression of pickleball nung first time ko siya nakita.
Strange enough po. I mean, very strange lang kasi nung una parang medyo negative pala kayo sa pickleball. Paano po kayo napunta naman sa pickleball? Ano yung naging story naman nun?
Parang ano lang eh, accident lang eh, coincident lang yung pangyayari. Yung story ako kasi, nagpaalam ako sa wife ko na guhitan ng tennis lines yung backyard namin. Kasi pandemic time noon. Back in 2020, I think it was around March or April. So sabi ko sa wife ko, pwede ko bang guhitan ng tennis lines yung backyard natin? Pumayag naman siya kasi tennis player din yung wife ko. Ganon. Kaso nga lang, nung sinimulan ko ng guhitan, very narrow yung backyard namin. So, medyo disappointed ako. And that was the time na naalala ko yung pickleball. Ganon. Although na-turn off ako sa pickleball, para bang I don't have any choice and I want to have a physical activity, naalala ko yung pickleball. Kasi inisip ko rin, kung hindi maganda yung pickleball, bakit nila i-convert yung tennis court to a pickleball court? Kasi yung tennis court na nilalaroan ko sa Arizona, they converted it to pickleball court.
Ay, siya.
And so, para bang somehow, nung time na yon, para bang nag-isip-isip ako, there must be something about pickleball for them to convert tennis court into a pickleball court. Kaya, imbis na tennis lines ang nilagay ko, pickleball lines yung pinaint ko doon sa court namin.
Oh. And nakita ko doon sa story niyo na nag-start kayo. Ano po yung mga sinimulan niyo pong mga tools noon nung nag-start kayo ng pickleball?
Nung naghanap na ako ng paddles, wala pang available sa Shopee.
Sa buong Philippines?
Sa Philippines, wala pa.
Oh my.
And so, dahil nasa advertising ako, nagpa-fabricate kami ng kung ano-anong mga bagay-bagay. We have a woodworking department in our business.
Wow.
And so, hindi na mahirap sa amin. Kasi nung sinearch ko, yung origin ng pickleball, nagsimula lang din sila sa wood. Yun ang ginawa ko. Exactly the same thing that yung mga pioneers sa, I think, Bainbridge, Washington, ginawa nila. Ginawa ko rin yun. Naglagari ako ng wood paddle. Actually, nakita ko yung wood paddle. Nandun pa pala sa bahay namin. Akala ko nawala na.
Dapat i-display nyo yan kasi yan
Kaya
yung yan yung nagsimula ng lahat.
Actually, I was not giving any importance to that paddle. Pero meron akong friend na foreigner, he was inquiring of the paddle. Sabi niya that the paddle is precious kasi that's your own make and you introduce pickleball here in Pangasinan. Kaya nung hinanap ko siya, sobrang happy ako, nandun pa pala siya.
Dapat nga po i-display nyo talaga siya. Ngayon sobrang ingay ng pickleball here in Pangasinan. So paano po po kayo nag-build ng community? Paano siya kumalat? Paano siya dumami po?
Sobrang fortunate ako kasi I have lots of friends. Marami akong kaibigan sa church because I am very active member of our church. So they are actually the first group of people that I invited in our backyard, in our place para makalaro ko. Tapos I am also very active in promoting table tennis. I am part of Rosales Table Tennis Club. Sa table tennis community, malaki rin kami. They are another group na in-invite ko sa bahay namin. And then doon pa lang, sobrang engaged na sila eh. Kasi lahat ng mga in-invite ko sa bahay namin, nagulat ako kasi nagustuhan talaga nila. Actually, si Sir Robert, andun yung isa sa mga table tennis friends that we have in table tennis. Naalala ko yung sinabi niya nung first time siyang maglaro ng pickleball. Sumigaw siya, sabi niya, I have found my sport. Sabi niya ganon. So, he was not into any sport before. Pero very active siya in supporting his kids into table tennis. He thought that he is physically not into sport. Pero nung nasubukan niya yung pickleball, surprised him that he learned it so quickly. Kaya sabi niya, I have found my sport. Sabi niya ganon.
So kayo po pala yung parang kayo po yung nang ng hawa sa kanila.
Tama,
Ng ano?
tama. So,
Oo.
yung grupo na yon sa table tennis, malaking bagay yon because Sir Hover later on introduced pickleball in Asingan and some other places also. Very napakagaling din na ambassador of pickleball. Si Sir Roy Arceo is another very important personality. Si Sir Roy Arceo kasi marami siyang kaibigan sa LGU, Local Government Unit. So through him, yung mga friends niya sa local government unit, na-introduce namin yung pickleball. Kaya even our local government unit, as early as 2021, they have embraced pickleball.
2021.
2021.
Pero ngayong 2026 or 2025, pumuputok pa lang ang pickleball. Pero 2021, ginagawa niyo na pala siya.
Ginagawa na namin. Madami na kami rito noong 2021. Marami na kami na naglalaro ng pickleball.
Oh.
Ganon. So, aside from that, naisip ko rin na kung i-share ko yung pickleball, I might as well start it with my own barangay. Kaya, in-invite ko yung barangay captain namin. Kaibigan ko kasi yung secretary nila doon, si Sir Dominic Aligam. And through him, he was able to bring the whole barangay council sa bahay namin, sa backyard namin, na nasubukan nilang mag-pickleball. And I think few days after that, gumawa na sila ng resolution sa barangay. They have invited me in one of their barangay council. I presented to the council together with Sangguniang Kabataan Council
SKO.
yung pickleball. Right there, gumawa sila ng resolution at nag-budget sila ng pickleball court and equipments para sa kanilang barangay.
Wow.
Bali, doon sa barangay nila sa San Pedro East, 4 courts.
Wow.
Palagay ko, I won't be wrong with this. Barangay San Pedro is probably the first barangay to make a resolution to adopt tennis court as part of their community sport.
Wow. Which is, this is way back 2021.
2020.
During the pandemic, wala talaga.
Pandemic, kaya makikita mo doon sa picture namin, nakamask pa kami lahat doon.
Oo nga po. Ang galing. Tanungin ko lang po, bakit tingin nyo maraming naa-addict sa pickleball?
Unang-una kasi napakadali niyang matutunan. Very easy to learn, no? Actually, back during that time, magkiklinik ako ng maga, tapos sa hapon laro na eh. Pero syempre, iba pa rin yung may mga coaches tayo and trainers because they will learn the fundamental. I'm not saying that it is so easy to learn na hindi na nila kailangan ng mga coach or trainers. Iba pa rin kasi yung matuto ka ng fundamentals ng pickleball. Lalong-lalo na yung mga walang background sa paddle or racket sports. So yun yung unang-una, napakadali niyang matutunan. Pangalawa, you can play pickleball almost anywhere. Sa bahay, basta meron kang wall, pwede kang maglaro ng pickleball in your own backyard, in a basketball court, any community sport na merong cemented pavement, makakalaro ka na ng pickleball. Very multi-generation din siya. Ganun. Kasi parang ako feeling ko retired na ako sa sports eh. So totoo lang, no? I feel like I'm retiring to an active sports already. Nung natutunan ko yung pickleball, parang ang feeling ko parang pwede uli ako makipagsabayan sa mga bata. Sa totoo lang, ganun. It's an amazing sport that especially for us seniors, it somehow para bang resurrected our blood into an active life. Ganun, no? Because as a senior, ang feeling ko, I'm done with playing sports. I mean, competitive sports. But pickleball resurrected that feeling. No? Feeling ko talaga, pickleball, binigyan niya ako ng second chance. Malaking bagay yon kasi syempre, pag matanda ka na, pag very active ka in your young life, pag matanda ka na, parang feeling mo, parang nakakalungkot, hindi ka na pwedeng makipagsabayan sa mga bata. No? Naalala ko nung naglaro ako ng basketball one time, tinawag akong lolo. Parang hindi ko matanggap kasi nga siguro ang bagal ko ng kumilos, tapos hindi na ako makashoot, ganun. Pero yung pickleball, parang bumalik yung pagkabatang energy ko. Kaya I think I can speak with a lot of our seniors na pickleball have given us another chance of feeling young again.
Yes.
Yun.
Yes. Kasi nakita ko nga po pag naglalaro, parang kahit bata, matanda magkalaro, okay lang. Kasi parang wala siyang parang category. For example, kahit matanda ka, pero lalo na kung may background ka sa racket sports, wala no match yung mga bata sa'yo eh. Kasi you still have the energy.
Yes.
At the same time sa pickleball po, parang walang pinipiling edad talaga.
Tama.
Bata, matanda talaga po.
Yes.
Hindi nyo ba na-expect na magiging malaki yung impact impact nyo sa industry ng pickleball here in Pangasinan and of course sa Philippines, of course, kasi I think you're one of the pioneers talaga ng buong nation, no?
Yes. Mhm.
But here in Pangasinan, being the pioneer literal po ng pickleball, hindi nyo ba yun na-expect na ganun yung magiging impact nyo? Kasi nag-start kayo with your family, di ba?
Yes. So, hindi ko na-expect na ganito kabilis. Kasi ano rin ako, talagang sport person ako. I am involved in almost a lot of sports development, ganyan. Hindi ko nakita na ganito kabilis yung growth ng pickleball. Kaya nga, totoo pala yung sinasabi nila that pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the world. Siguro dahil nga na multi-generation siya, socially engaging eh. Like for example, sa family ko, isipin mo, there was a tournament, kaming dalawa ng wife ko magka-partner. Ang kalaban namin, yung anak naming dalawa.
Ay, wow!
No?
Anak nyo.
Bihirang mangyari yun, no?
Oo.
Na sa isang tournament, magkakasama kayong mag-asawa, tapos kalaban nyo yung mga anak nyo, di ba?
Wala talaga siya sa edad.
Diba? So,
Oo.
only in pickleball, di ba? Kasi
Wow.
hindi pwede mangyari yon sa basketball, certainly.
Kahit bago or kahit bata, pwede nilang matutunan. Kahit matanda bata, walang
Tama.
pinipili talagang.
Tama. Ganun.
Alam niyo po ba yung first time na humawak kayo ng paddle? How's the experience po?
It wasn't strange at all. Kasi sanay ako mag-table tennis, sanay ako mag-tennis. Kaya nung hinawakan ko yung paddle, parang ang hawak mo lang yung liha ng table tennis. Kasi yung liha ng table tennis, ano siya, walang kapit, wala siyang rubber. So it's very much like liha table tennis. Ganon. So there was not much adjustment in my part. Sobrang na-enjoy ko talaga siya.
Oo.
Actually, as a former tennis player, para sa akin, step up yung pickleball. Yung mga shots na hindi ko makuha sa tennis, nakukuha ko sa pickleball.
Ay, wow.
So, ganun siya ka-engaging.
Opo.
Ganun. Para bang you level up with your performance. You know, if you will be coming from tennis, parang ganun yung yung
Opo.
feeling ko.
Parang may mga, kumbaga may moves kayo na nagagawa.
Right. Parang
sa-
may plus factor siya. Yung mga bagay na hindi ko kayang gawin sa tennis, sa age ko, nagagawa ko sa
Pickleball.
pickleball.
Oh. Kailan niyo po na-realize na ang pickleball, hindi lang siya magiging hobby, kundi magiging malaking part ng life niyo?
Actually, nung nag-start na ako mag-post Facebook, ang dami ng mga kumontak sa akin. Yung PPF sa Manila, si Michael Johnson, he was the president then of Philippine Pickleball Federation. Tapos si Rodel Chu from Texas, kinontak niya ako. Tapos parang sinasabi nila sa akin, it's gonna be big because they've seen how big it is in US. Ako hindi ko pa nakita. Nung
Oh.
naglaro ako doon, isang club lang yung nakita ko.
Oo.
Pero these guys, they have seen how big this is in US. So they kind of gave me a vision of what this sport is going to become. Hindi ko lang ina-expect na ganito kabilis.
Oo nga.
Ganun. Kasi I was in United States for the last 6 months. Wala pa tong Bank Republic nung umalis ako. Wala pa rin yung Alibaba na 15 courts sa Villasis. So, pagbalik ko after 6 months, eto na. Parang bang nagulat talaga ako.
Grabe yung impact na nagawa niyo, no?
Oo, grabe. Hindi ko akalain na ganito kabilis yung magiging growth niya. Ganon.
Na may mga magtatay na sa iba't ibang probinsya po, no?
Although nung bago ko umalis, madami na kami.
Oo.
Madami ka na kami. But not as many as it is now na meron ng talagang mga indoor courts available.
Kasi kayo before pa nag-trend, parang kayo na talaga yung nagsimula talaga eh. Pero ang impact ngayon, parang halos lahat yan, mapabata, matanda, no? Naglalaro. Parang in
Oo nga.
talaga po siya dito sa
Yes.
Pangasinan. Ano ba yung pinaka-biggest challenge nyo nung sinisimulan niyo yung pickleball dito sa Pangasinan?
Siguro yung biggest challenge, yung na-addict ako sa sa
Wow.
pickleball.
Oo.
Kasi nakaka-engage talaga eh. Ganon. Buti na lang kasama ko yung family ko, kaya malaking bagay yon, no? So we get addicted together. But one of the biggest challenges, hindi ko masabayan yung bilis ng growth ng pickleball. Kasi nung time na yon, wala pang pondo, di ba?
Oo,
Ang dami-daming mga gustong maglaro ng pickleball, but we need to provide paddles, we need to provide nets para sa ganon mas bumilis yung growth ng pickleball, ganon. Yun din yung gusto kong mangyari, yung grassroots development, ganyan,
Oo.
sa mga schools, ganon. Kaya yung unang in-invite ko para sa ganon matulungan ako doon sa challenge na yon. Kasi yung isa sa challenge ko noon, how am I going to attract the young kids? So, in-invite ko sa bahay namin, I think as early as 2020 or early 2021, si Mr. Makayan. Yan, no? Mr. Makayan is the Director of Sports sa Department of Education Division 2. And when he came over together with a friend who is also in the same department, they both liked it. Kaya because of them, the other teachers who learned pickleball, nadala namin yung pickleball sa school. Kaya 5 taon na kaming merong division meet sa Pangasinan.
Ng pickleball.
Ng pickleball. In other words, division meet is an inter-school competition for elementary and high school.
Wow! Grabe. So before talaga literal maging trend to, nasa eskwelahan na dito sa Pangasinan sa mga kabataan, sa
Tama.
mga elementary and high school students.
Yes, yes.
Tingin niyo po ano yung naging impact doon sa youth no na-introduce yung pickleball sa kanila, sa mga young kids or younger generation?
Ang malaking bagay. And we hope we can do more kasi sila yung pressed with a lot of challenges with social media, with peer groups, pressures with so many things in life. Kaya if we can get them involved into sports, any sports actually, malaking bagay yon, no, for them to keep themselves away from more challenging vices that they might be faced with in life.
Yes.
Back during that time, kami yung maraming mga batang naglalaro ng pickleball. Nagulat sa amin yung mga taga Manila, yan, pag pumupunta sila rito sa Pangasinan, that they will see a lot of kids playing. Ganon. Kasi as early as 2020 or 2021, talagang we have introduced them to schools.
Wow.
Kaya may mga tournaments kami back then na in terms, actually, we have a junior pickleball club sa Rosales. Dahil nga sa dami ng mga kabataan, we have to organize a separate club for our teenagers, for our young ones.
Wow! And from senior, no, pati mga kabataan, nabigyan nyo ng impact talaga. And I think, no, malaki naging impact nyo talaga dito sa Pangasinan because dito pa lang sa court, I can see a lot of kids also and mga younger generation that they are playing talaga yung pickleball. Paano nabago ng pickleball yung buhay nyo?
Mas dumami yung mga kaibigan ko. Dati yung mga kaibigan ko, it's limited to church, table tennis community. Ngayon, grabe, mayors. Kasi tinuruan ko yung mayor namin. Tapos yung mga naglalaro ng pickleball sa LGU, mga galing din yan kung saan sa mga departments, ganun. Like for example, si Vladimir is from Social Security
Ay!
SSS, di ba? Si Vlad. Because of pickleball, lumawak yung network ng social life ko, which is so good kasi ang daming support system.
And tingin nyo bakit solid ang community ng pickleball?
Siguro yung sport mismo. Kasi one of the unique feature of sports is yung respect with your opponent, ganon. Like halimbawa sa pickleball, yung mga players mismo ang tumatawag ng line calls. And one of the etiquettes of pickleball is that you have to give them the benefit of the doubt when they make a call. We don't argue when they make line calls because we give them a benefit of the doubt.
Sabi-sabihin, ay, iniisip nyo yung ibang tao bago yung sarili nyo.
Tama, ganon. Yung playing conduct ng pickleball is very respectful, very caring for the safety and the other players also. I'm sure sa lahat naman ng sports, pero
Parang ito yung mas more on, iniisip mo yung iba bago yung sa sarili mo. Coming from your story na you played with your family first, then with the barangay. Parang nangyari po, nagsimula sa household,
Tama,
then
tama.
nagkaroon ng impact sa barangay.
Tama.
Then from barangay into schools, then schools into the whole province of Pangasinan.
yes.
Tingin nyo po, no, ano po yung naging benefit sa inyo, sa personal life nyo ng pickleball?
I think unang-una sa health ko, ganon. I will say very blessed na nakakapaglaro pa ako ng sports, ganyan, at my age. I will be turning 65 soon
Wow!
and I can still play competitively in pickleball, ganon. So unang-una yung health, it's a blessing. Pangalawa, to be able to play a sport together with people around you like your family and close associates. Malaking bagay yun. Something that parang you build a commonalities among you that unites you together. So nagkaroon ng common background sa napakaraming tao because of pickleball. Parang nag-serve siya as bridge in terms of friendship and relationship. Ganon.
Yes. And yung impact na nangyari sa inyo from your family to barangay to the schools to the province, but I think your impact has been also with the nation. Kasi you started pickleball way back since the pandemic,
Right.
diba? And aside sa mga seniors, you also started with the schools, with the elementary and high school students. Bro Costi, ano yung pangarap mo sa pickleball dito sa Pangasinan?
Pangarap ko, parang yung vision namin dati, it has come to reality already with all the developments that is happening. It grows faster than our imagination. competition. Pero yung pangarap namin, magkaroon kami ng champion,
Wow!
national champion that will represent Philippines internationally.
Wow!
Hindi naman masamang mangarap, di ba? Kaya siguro yun na yun, no? Na makapag-train kami ng mga kabataan that someday will represent the Philippines in global competition.
And I think mangyayari yan because you started earlier and you started with the younger generation, with the kids here. Bro Costi, 5 years from now, ano yung gusto mong makita dito sa pickleball community, dito sa Pangasinan?
5 years from now, unang-una, gusto ko dumating na sa palarong pambansa ang pickleball.
Wow!
I hope that
Grabe.
pickleball can reach kasi meron na kaming division meet. I hope pickleball will reach regional meet and from regional meet to palarong pambansa. Yan.
Wow!
Pag nangyari yan, ibig sabihin we will be creating doors for our students to become athletic scholars in college. Ibig sabihin, with this through sports, matutulungan sila na matapos nila yung mga pag-aaral nila. Malaking bagay yun.
Yes.
Yes, malaking bagay yun.
Matutulungan sila makatapos, malibre magkaroon sila ng scholarship program,
Tama.
at maraming kabataan yung gagraduate at magre-represent ng country in the near future.
Tama.
Sige po, ano po tayo? Rapid fire questions po ah. So, singles or double?
Doubles.
Favorite paddle?
Yung ginagamit ko ngayon, Yula.
Yula.
Yes,
Favorite shot?
Favorite shot, syempre drop shot.
Drop shot. Oh.
Third shot drop, yan.
Okay po. And dream doubles partner?
Dream doubles partner, si Papang. Si Papang na taga-Asingan.
Okay.
Si Marcelo. Magaling yon. Hindi pa kami nag-partner nun. So, dream partner ko, makasama ko sa double si Papang.
Wow. Sana makarating ko sa kanyang video. And favorite court?
Favorite court, syempre Rosales, covered court.
Robert Estrella covered court. Doon nagsimula lahat po ba?
Nagsimula sa backyard namin, pero yung Robert Estrella covered court kasi yun ang talaga nagpadami sa amin. Ganon.
Wow! Kung meron kayong isang advice sa mga taong gusto magsimula ng pickleball, ano yun?
Just start it. Kasi once you start it, it won't be hard for you to realize it's engaging and it's addicting.
Yes.
Just simply go for it. Start it. Ganon.
Just start it. Ayan. At kung ang buong pickleball journey mo ay maalala sa isang kwento lang, ano yung one story mo?
Siguro service. That's how I have been seeing myself. That when I do something, I do it for the benefit of other people, not for myself. Kaya gusto ko yung pickleball court is that you earn point only if you serve. Sa traditional scoring, hindi ka pwedeng maka-earn ng point without serving. So you have to serve first before you earn a point in pickleball. For me, I think the whole story will revolve around service. Because yun lang naman yung ginawa ko sa pickleball kaya dumami.
And which is, iniisip nyo yung kapakanan ng ibang tao bago ang sarili nyo.
Tama.
Wow. Thank you so much, Bro Costi, sa story ninyo. I'm sure marami pong kabataan at nanonood dito na na-inspire. It gave them hope. It gave you hope as well. And right now, you are inspiring the next generation of Pangasinan. You started it all with your backyard and you are making history. Thank you so much, Bro Costi, for making a difference. Thank you. And hopefully, no, marami ding mga ma-inspire sa iba't ibang lugar din na makapag-start ng pickleball. If it happened with Bro Costi sa backyard, doon nagsimula lahat, it can also happen anywhere. Thank you for making a difference, Bro Costi. And right now, grabe yung difference na ginawa nyo sa buong Pangasinan.